Chainsaw Man will become Anime of the Year. Well, at least I hope. Alright, relax. Don't go in the comments typing that I'm such a terrible YouTuber and that, Mob Psycho 100 is gonna be Anime of the Year. No, Jujutsu Kaisen's gonna be Anime of the Year. Yeah, I'm here to tell an unbiased opinion. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. In all seriousness, I'm here to make a commentary video on why Chainsaw Man will become Anime of the Year. And I'm not saying this out of my own opinion, I'm completely making this unbiased. I'm just taking what was shown from the trailers and what's going to be shown with episode 1, and I'm just going to make an assumption whether or not Chainsaw Man will become Anime of the Year, and I think it will. Maybe not this year, not 2022, but most definitely 2023. I've read the manga, and personally speaking, I really liked it a lot. Now, of course, this is an unbiased video, so I'm not going to give this crazy opinion on why it's going to be Anime of the Year. I'm going to give my opinion on how I enjoyed the manga and how I probably will enjoy the anime. I just want to put a cherry on top for this intro and say that I've read Chainsaw Man. I want to give my personal experience on Chainsaw Man. I'm only going to talk about part 1 and no spoilers, don't worry. I'm just going to talk about how I felt reading it, how I liked it, whether or not I think it is worthy to be Anime of the Year. Now, for this to be Anime of the Year, what does it need? First, for this to become Anime of the Year, personally speaking, I want it to have a good animation studio picking it up, and Studio MAPPA did not disappoint because they picked it up, they got an amazing team, and I think that they'll do really good with it. Now it's all in Studio MAPPA's hands. The story is great, I've read the manga, and personally, a lot of people don't understand the story. I personally think that Chainsaw Man told a really nice story. Not everyone will like Chainsaw Man, to each their own, it's not meant for everybody, and that's fine. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about the trailers, and we've all seen the trailers. If you haven't, make sure to watch it. It's really good. So MAPPA created some pretty crazy trailers for Chainsaw Man, and a lot of people think that the trailers are just showing off maybe episode 1's animation style. They think that animation will go down once the second episode hits. And honestly, I don't blame you. I've seen a lot of animation companies promise that the whole season will look like the trailers, and then it just doesn't look that good and looks really disappointing. But I don't really think that that's the case for Chainsaw Man. You see, Studio MAPPA has creative freedom and the funding for it. So not only do they have the money, but they have the ability to do what they want creatively. Of course, as long as it's canon to the manga. We'll get into the creative funding and the team members later. For now, I want to talk about how Chainsaw Man is getting carried by the trailers. Studio MAPPA has promised us to keep the quality throughout the entire season of Chainsaw Man, and the trailers showing the amazing quality that they have made for this anime adaptation is crazy. The way Studio MAPPA has put their heart and soul for just a scene of Denji eating bread is unbelievable. I didn't even think they'd put so much work into animating bread. Think about that for a second. They were willing to put in at least an hour of work just to animate those few frames of bread for that trailer. My favorite part of the trailer is when Denji is looking down at the camera. You've probably seen it because it's the thumbnail of the video, but that shot alone looks amazing, and it's just such a simple thing, but it looks beautiful. When I say beautiful, yes, I mean the background. I mean, Denji's beautiful too, but the background work is amazing. So now I'm going to talk about Studio MAPPA's team and what anime these team members have worked on. I don't know their exact names, I just know the anime they worked on, and it's pretty surprising. This team specifically worked on anime such as Vinland Saga, Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen's episode 19, which we all know that was amazing, and just these greats that we've definitely watched in the past. This makes my statement of making Chainsaw Man Anime of the Year for 2023 a lot higher, because Vinland Saga was pretty good. Some people might have not liked it. I personally liked it. Black Clover was good as well. Some people didn't like it. I liked it, but these are all great anime, and a lot of people enjoyed these anime, like a lot of people. And yes, we're gonna get someone who hates the Chainsaw Man anime. It's just bound to happen. We already have people who hate the manga as it is. All the videos I've looked at on people who hate the Chainsaw Man manga, they all just state the simple flaws of maybe it's just not in my taste and other people like this sort of thing. It's small flaws that shouldn't really cause a whole story to crumble and be awful. And they're making this excuse of some of the arcs are underwhelming. And yes, true, some of the arcs are a little more underwhelming, and they're not as big as some of the other arcs, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Listen, just read Chainsaw Man Part 1, just read the manga, and compare it to something like the My Hero Academia manga. Read the My Hero Academia manga and the Chainsaw Man Part 1 manga and compare them together. You'll see a huge gap in difference. So when people hate on the arcs being underwhelming, I really don't understand, because there's other anime and manga out there that just have way worse underwhelming arcs. No hate to My Hero, I read it too. I don't hate My Hero, but I really think it's going towards that mid-tier since I've been reading the latest chapters, but it's not a bad anime, it's not a bad manga, and it has some good arcs. But to each their own. If you like My Hero better than Chainsaw Man, I'm not judging. Honestly, we all have our own personal preferences. This is going to be my favorite part of recording this video, and it's talking about the music and the opening they revealed in the third trailer. Kickback. Kickback is the name of the opening theme for Chainsaw Man. It's made by Kenshi Yonezu, which surprisingly made the second opening for My Hero Academia. Kenshi did an amazing job for this opening theme. I mean, it's beautiful. It matches it. It's not some hardcore electric guitar. It is fast-paced, rushing, just like in the trailer when you see Denji running around. Not only that, did I mention that Studio MAPPA has worked so hard with their creative freedom? They made 12 different ending themes for each episode. Are you kidding me? I want you to think about that for a second. Finish watching your anime, the ending song plays, and you think, oh, the ending song's just gonna repeat. You watch a second episode, and the ending song's different. And then you watch another episode, and the ending song's different. And it's different all the way to the last episode of the season. That's hard work and dedication from Studio MAPPA right there. These are all little things that could change the fate of Chainsaw Man and make it anime of the year. Sorry, let me correct myself. I think I said I think. Chainsaw Man will become anime of the year. And I mean it with a big W, big I, big L, and one more big L. Don't go in the comments just yet to trash talk, not yet. Take my predictions with a grain of salt, because I might be wrong in the future. Although I highly think Chainsaw Man will become anime of the year, you never know, I might be wrong. Maybe Jujutsu Kaisen's gonna get anime of the year.
Huh?
Alright, it's time to recap everything I said. First off, Chainsaw Man will become anime of the year. Probably. The reason being is because the team that is in charge of animating Chainsaw Man has done an amazing job with the trailers alone, and the trailers have already carried the hype. Next up, the team is made up of people who have worked on Vinland Saga, Black Clover, and other big anime and big names that you've seen around the anime industry. And to top it all off, the music. We're already getting 12 separate ending songs for each episode. That's crazy. The opening is amazing. It's something I just wake up to and I hear and I just feel the nostalgia 10 years after the anime comes out. It just gives off that energy. Honestly, I expected something generic and edgy like a metal genre opening, but I am so happy they didn't do that because this opening is 10 times better. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say for this video. I'm going to say one more thing, and I'm going to end the video how I started it. Chainsaw Man will become anime of the year. Probably. Don't look at me like that. You guys are the ones who hyped it up.